Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Lou, and welcome to Metal Lens Reviews. If this is your first time here, you're checking out my channel, you like what you see, thank you. Please do me that favor of like, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course motivates this guy to fill you guys in and create more content. So look at that. Alright, so what are we doing here? This is a completely random pick. It was kind of tapered off when I was doing my Russian reactions. I did like a block of like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 videos just of Russian artists. I do that every now and then. Russian, international, Italian, what have you. They were kind of at the tail end. So this group, you can't even like generalize them, put them in a like a ball of a genre. Because from what I read, they're a little bit of everything. They're native, folk instruments, rap, electronic, what have you, all that. So they're from Siberia, so technically Russia, but also technically its own ethnic, diverse thing going on there. Otyken, I want to say their name is, and the song is called Alatau. If I'm butchering that name, I'm sorry. Forgive me. But I'm interested. I love these hodgepodge mix of, old school folk stuff, whatever country's natural talent and, whatever their ethnic background is, incorporate it into modern music. So I'm all about it, and here we go. You guys ready? I'm ready. All right, once again, sorry for the mispronunciation. Otyken with the song Alatau. Let's go.
Alatau kök kalan kardil meldi Alatau Bihigi jol butulhan Hekam ped hebaligi Bihigi jol budulhan Bihigi jol but kamolape Oduhir kanarva berdek Bugün bihigi kana bud Alatauga Alatau digi 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 ratta tak tiridik ta digi 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 ratta tak tiridik tak 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 digi ratta digi 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 ratta digi 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 ratta tak tiridik ta tak tiridik ta digi 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 ratta Alatau digi 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 ratta angedin tuk tuk angedin tuk tuk angedin
Oh man, this is interesting. All right, so I have no idea what's going on here. I wasn't even paying attention to the translations. I'm just lost in what's going on right here, and this is all a good thing. Holy crap! Wow, this is very unique. I wasn't actually. You know what? I'm lying. I was definitely expecting all of this. Wow, guys. Wow. What do you even classify this as? This is like. Yeah, kind of like my description. If you take folk music from this region, Siberia, I believe, and mishmash it. So it's funny, their language, as I'm pretty sure they're speaking in their own unique dialect. Does kind of come off as Russian a little bit. No, I mean, naturally. Probably they're surrounded by Russian-speaking people. So I love that. I love they bring their culture, the heritage, that little feel of hip hop in there. So it definitely has a modern feel. I don't know. There's a Mongolian band called the Who, H-U. They're like Mongolian rock, folk / metal, which is excellent. Definitely recommend them if you're into exploring different, metal from around the country. But this is awesome. See, that's why I love doing this stuff, because I come across these bands I would never normally come across ever. The algorithm is not that wide in my selection. So yeah, this is an honor to, check a group like this out. And it's fun, because like I said, otherwise I would have never came across them. So I think that's ultimately what led me here, was doing this block of like Russian artists and just looking for uniqueness, and somehow they got thrown in the mix. Yeah, that's 9 times out of 10 is probably what happened. All right, but I'm loving this so far. This is cool. Let's keep going. Okay, real quick, can we just focus our eyes? This is an awesome shot, by the way, on that DJ, the guy who's working the keys there, and how zen Modi's and he's just chill. That's so cool. Um, was there a little bit of throat singing in there? Or was that just my imagination? I'm just conjuring that up. I don't know. It sounded like she was doing something there with her vocals, which I'm sure is, you know, nothing short of a realistic view, because I'm sure they have their own techniques, like every different ethnic group in this region, by putting their own little twist. And I mean, not to say I've deep dived, and I've listened to folk music mixed in with rock and electronics, but this is just like an algorithm of like everything at once. And either you're gonna be like, pass, or be like, what is this? And this is what I'm kind of getting. And I'm not just saying that. Like I said, it's cool. I don't come across this every day, so it's always a big surprise and enlightening when I get to check groups like this out. And you learn something. You get to if you get interested enough, you kind of dive into the culture, and you're like, okay, what makes these people so special, and what can I learn about them and stuff. And yeah, it's a hell of a journey. Otherwise, one would skip and just be ignorant about. But music, I think, even with a language barrier, it still comes across as universal, because music is a universal language. And even if you get lost in translation, you could definitely connect through music, I think. And that happens a lot, especially with very tribal based kind of music, stuff like this. There's a rawness to it, despite the modern influences here and there. Once again, like when you look at the Mongolian throat singing, that's like, what? That's just a talent right there. So yeah, but this is very unique. I've heard this style of music, but not in this sense. This is a genuine first time reaction with this, and I'm loving it. I'm all about it. All right, let's keep going. Diggy 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 ratata, Alatau diggy 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 rata, dan diggy din data, Alatau, dan diggy din diggy diggy rata, diggy 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 ratata, tak diggy dig tak diggy dig tak diggy dig diggy ding ding diggy ding ding, tuk tuk tak tak. There's a bit of a lag there, so I'm just going to take it back just a little bit. How could you not like this? This is badass, man. The unique stringed instrument there. I mean, just the aggression they're having a blast. Look at that. And like I said, you don't see much of this. I know I don't see much of this, obviously, but I appreciate it. I'm here for it. I'm so glad this was a win. This was a good random pick. Whatever search brought me here, thank the gods, because yeah, this is definitely right up my alley. And yeah, I like I said, I really like the fact that whatever path I chose brought me here. And I have you guys to thank too. You guys give me a hell of a lot of decent recommendations and suggestions, and just a quick shout out to you guys too watching. But yeah, this is cool. It's cool. I love it. All right, let's keep going.
Yes, father! Woo! Tak diggy din 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 ta. Diggy 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 rat ta tan tan diggy din ta ta. Tak diggy din 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 ta. Tan diggy din diggy diggy rat ta. Tuk tuk tak tak. Tuk tuk tak tak. Alatau yaktalar buna kaçı limiti. Yere yere kana var birani limit. Min turabı tuhirge karakter benar yer. Bu başka yerimin kader. Min yüreğim anyata. Hop.
I don't know, guys. I think I may have to visit Siberia. As crazy as that sounds. Whoever said that, right? Let me go visit Siberia. Excuse me. But anyway, this was an awesome experience. I loved every bit of this. God, where do you even comment? I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys. Translate the song for me. I was just too distracted on what was going on to read the subtitles. So, but this was awesome. This was really fun. Musically great. It kind of puts you in this kind of feel and vibe of the music. I love the mix, yeah, the tribal stuff, the folk, just everything. The modernization, just a little bit. Like I said, to categorize them would be a crime. You can't really put them in a category or a genre. I mean, you can, but I don't know. Anyway, this was fun. Yeah, that's really all I got to say. Otyken with Alatau. Once again, probably pronounced. They probably said it a million times, but I don't know. Sometimes I can't grasp the titles. I go through these too fast to actually dwell on it. But if you guys want me to deep dive a little bit more, hey, I'll leave it up to you. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you made this far in the video, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. So, because I'm kind of falling under hard times, for me to, I love when you guys reach out. Don't get me wrong. I love I love all the suggestions, but if you want to like throw a song to recommend or whatever, if like I said, I always leave a link down below entitled "Buy Me a Coffee." That's one of the best ways to reach out or support the channel, and any bit of support matters. From $5 to $50, whatever, and it just helps me. And like I said, I'm working on a very shitty computer right now. But for me to kind of build up to bring you guys really awesome content, I want to keep doing it because, you guys trust me in delivering you, entertainment, and I don't want lagness to be that, defining point. I'm going to provide you guys with quality stuff. But for me to do that, I have to purchase, newer stuff. So with that said, yeah, like I said, anything helps, Like I said, you could always reach out and donate or whatever. Down below with the link, buy me a coffee. Other than that, my guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.